and welcome on back to Baseless Claims, our casual conversational comedy podcast. My name is Tay.
I am Tori.
I'm Tyler.
How are you guys doing?
I'm doing good, but I feel like we have sort of conquered the YouTube podcast space. You know, like I don't really know. There's really no more ceiling left for it. We did it. You know,
It was mission accomplished.
And Joe Rogan.
And here's what I'm thinking now is. When the trains are going, you can't just stop it, folks.
No, we gotta start selling butt pills.
You do well. That's so okay. Wow, you can see how that one completely threw my trajectory.
Hey, Tori,
really?
Hey, Tori, write down butt pills for me.
Got
when
it.
When you're done with your bit,
Type dip.
I want to go back to what Tyler said. So continue. What's this podcast?
Yeah, what were you thinking? Because I thought immediately, how do we monetize? And like fake medicine was the first thing.
Well, that's what I'm thinking is we got to find the next hot new platform that we are going to take over. And we are just going to we're going to make the renaissance of whatever it is.
VR porn.
Options. What are we going to do? VR porn.
Sock puppets.
That's Yelp. We could also get really big on Yelp.
Sock puppets.
That's not a media. That's not really a platform.
No. It's like a traveling theater. You know how they used to do in old times?
Children's theater.
Yeah, like a children's, what do they call those theater? A theater troupe. We become a theater troupe, traveling theater troupe for children's sock puppet plays, because who is our content geared for? It's definitely adults. It's 18 plus.
No.
Sure.
According to YouTube, it's like 7-year-olds.
5 to 7-year-olds from the UK mainly, I believe, is our
okay.
target audience. They love us over there.
Don't say it like that. That sounded really bad.
I believe they're like, Mom,
I love Baseless Claims.
Mom, Baseless. These boys are so funny. I love them.
Mom, I love comedy. It's word association. I love comedy, Mom.
I just got out of kindergarten. I would love to have a cup of tea and watch the Shapeless Crew.
Mom, they took away my iPod in primary school because I was watching Baseless Claims.
They were talking about rad dads. It was so funny, Mum.
Tori was like, was that a thing? And Tay just started laughing like, Tay does.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good, Mum. I love that good content, Mum.
He talked about how he forgot to turn on the loo. He pooed on the floor, Mum.
Then there's another lady in the room. I love my 6-year-old husband. I love him so much.
Mum, please, could I get some AirPods so I can listen to Baseless Claims while I sweep the chimneys, Mum? Please. I don't know what British kids do. They probably sweep chimneys.
You're right, yes.
Mom, now that I'm 7, I can't be a 6-year-old husband anymore.
Mom, will I ever be a beautiful 6-year-old husband?
Do you think I'm a handsome man, Mum?
Mom, remember that time they talked about shitting their knickers, Mom? It was so funny, Mum.
Oh, fuck.
And
that's where the knowledge of British people ends.
Mom, put more beans on me toast. And that's where the knowledge ends.
Let's throw the old shapeless twist on this, and it's always been shot from like the perspective of the mom looking at the kid, but then the camera flips around. He's talking to a gravestone.
I miss you, Mum. I miss you, but you wouldn't give me back me iPod, and measures had to be taken.
I gotta listen to my Shapeless Crew.
Mom, the last episode they were talking about killing people when they got to a certain age, and you got there, Mom. I'm so sorry, Mom.
Why'd you have me so old, Mom? I didn't want to do it.
Mom, I didn't want to do it, Mom, but they talked about it, so it had to be done.
Our supreme leader, Tyler, was all like, "You gotta do it, followers."
Oh, Mom, why did you have to put a bumper sticker on our car?
Mom, I just wanted a jewel, Mom. Mom, I just wanted mango pods like the other boys.
If you'd only let me replace my lungs with mango pods, Mom.
My heroes on the internet do it.
Mom, why did you name me Omnic?
Oh, so Mom was a big fan. That's what we're getting at.
No, that is Omnic.
Oh shit.
That is Omnic. There
we
you
had
go.
spoiled his life, yeah.
Okay, so if
we
you all
going back
wouldn't
to butt
mind,
pills?
yes, I'd like to investigate butt pills
Yes,
for a moment.
what is a butt pill? Is this a pill that is just a suppository? You shove it up your butt and it does things? Or is this a pill specifically to make your butt better?
I don't understand how those are mutually exclusive. I was thinking it is a suppository that adds weight to your behind so you get that good Kim K butt.
Can we call it... Shit. I was going to say junk in the trunk, but that's not funny enough.
LifeThick. It's modern. It's new. The kids love it. LifeThick.
LifeThick,
Get in on
but
this.
we don't have any of the vowels. So it's LFTHCC.
Yeah. Or do we do a Q?
That's good too.
We're new.
Because then we can
Okay.
throw a second Q on there.
Yeah,
Look
double
even
think.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking that's where you wanted to go in terms of like
You couldn't have
where
been
do
further away. Yeah,
Well, I thought we were trying to make money. That was like the new thing with Shapeless Media was like we're trying to monetize in any way we possibly can. How do we do that? We basically sell people like carbs in a pill and we call them appetizers
Like
or presents.
like sugar pills or whatever.
Yeah. We just tell like I mean we don't go through like FDA regulations. Like we get like one of the like minor ones where like they don't actually check it out, but like
But still put a
basically-
stamp on the bottle.
You mean they're made by minors?
Yeah, exactly. But like basically they put a stamp on the bottle and we say like it fucking makes your ass fatter.
Must be
Like,
hard to make pills with like no light down there.
So we just call the pills whatever we want. We say it does something and then Meg swoops up a ton of them and is like, yeah, I trust these boys with these products. They're so good.
Oh. And then when she buys them all from us, she can get other people to sell them for her as well.
Sign up under her, get people on the down line. We
We're
start
creating
building
the
this
tip of the
empire.
pyramid, baby.
LifeThick, the empire.
Okay, so yeah, we sit at the top of the pyramid and then we broadcast to our thousands and thousands of dedicated supporters.
And we add to the illusion, since there's 3 of us, you're the tippy top, we're the next run under, then 3 people, then 5 people, then 7 people.
Since
Math?
you did put me at the tippy top, I will be taking 75% of your paychecks.
You already take like 80.
Yeah, exactly. I'm taking 75% more of that. You owe me money now.
So like 92%.
I'm giving you 5 back. You've been good.
Someone check my math on that in the comments. Tell me if I'm right.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. People are driving their car. They're like, "Fuck! I gotta pull over."
No,
math.
they don't pull over. Come on,
Siri,
Tori.
Alexa, what's math? What is that? I don't know.
Please don't
What
say.
is math?
Please don't say that too loud. I know your Alexa upstairs
my
will
God.
probably listen.
I wonder if we just triggered anyone's Alexa.
Oh. Well, that's assuming someone's listening to us without,
Hey Google,
without,
ass thickening pills.
without headphones in. That's a grave mistake on their part. So honestly, they're asking for it because we talk about some weird shit on this show.
Alexa, how do you masturbate? Someone, I really hope that worked on someone.
Alexa, donate $15 to the Hong Kong police.
Oh God! So now, oh wow, you really brought that to like another level. Okay. So
I totally support Hong Kong police. By the way, I gotta clarify there.
You'll
I
see
definitely
my eyes glaze over as I have no idea what's happening outside of America, this great country of
That's
ours.
because it's
Why would it
getting no
matter?
media coverage. I'll tell you after the show.
during that time, I definitely did where Tay said protesters. I definitely replaced that with the word police from when Tay said that earlier.
No, you can't do that. You
I
can't
can
do it
and
to
I
me. I'm
did.
not a fascist.
Sorry, you are now.
No, fuck.
The magic of
Damn
post-production.
you,
I'm your
Gadio.
So how do we get on Joe Rogan, though?
How do we get on Joe Rogan?
What do you mean? We're
Okay.
bigger than Joe Rogan. How does he get on us?
Well, there's a few ways because, you know, he's got a broad spectrum of guests that go on there. 1, own libs. That's what we could do. 2, invent electric cars.
Invent cars.
Invent electric cars.
No. We have to go above and beyond that. We have to invent electric cars and then shoot them into fucking space.
That's true. And then he'll let you get a sweet bong rip.
I was thinking in order to get on Joe Rogan, we have to get Mike Rowe first. We have to get Mike Rowe to be a static member of the podcast.
Is this,
Yeah,
is
well, I
this
mean-
a dirty job?
Most thing, every
job is a dirty job
Every
when Joe
job's a-
Rogan's involved.
Yeah, and I do feel like just sort of at every aspect of my life, my first thought is like I should probably bring Mike Rowe on in on this ground floor. You know?
Any important decision like, I really like the blue jacket, but I also really like the black jacket. Mike, what do you think?
Yeah.
Just call up Mike Rowe, and then with every single life decision.
And just so someone doesn't get hopeful, Nathan, no one under the table is going to become a part of our podcast either. You're not big
Get
enough.
back down there.
Stupid bitch, but damn, he sucks that dick good.
Damn, Nathan.
Why do you think our
Fillion sucks a
podcasts are so
good,
funny?
good
He's
dick.
sucking us off the entire time.
That's a dirty job.
That is a dirty job.
I haven't.
Could you fucking imagine
has-
Mike Rowe under our table with like a camera crew and shit?
filming Nathan Fillion giving us blowjobs.
Yeah, no. Why did dirty jobs never hit the porn industry? That is like humanity's greatest crime right there.
That is a dirty job.
I was gonna ask, did Mike Rowe ever do like a funeral? Is that a dirty job, like planning a funeral?
Yeah.
Ooh. I think they meant like actual like physical dirty, not emotional and mental dirty.
Like Mike Rowe's just wearing like a denim shirt. It's just like covered in grease, and he's like, "It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it." And then he like lifts Grandma out of the casket and like puts her in the ground, just starts shoveling dirt.
Slowly slings her over his shoulder, and then he just runs away with her, and no one ever sees the body again. Mike Rowe stole my dead grandma.
Clickbait title.
The show.
It's a serial offense.
Yes, Mike Rowe is a serial offender. Okay, now I will ask you: have you ever seen any of your dead relatives after they die? Have you ever seen the body again? No, it's because Mike Rowe has them. He's amassing some kind of army. What is he doing with them?
And now for the dirtiest job of all, necromancy.
He like summons an army of the dead.
chanting in tongues. There's the camera crew's still there. They've stuck with him. They love him. He's a great boss.
You know,
they can't get
same
enough.
camera
He's speaking
crew
in
since
tongues.
season one.
His eyes are rolling back in his head, and he's like raising from the ground.
You know, the Lord of the Rings Return of the King is actually based on a true story, and that is Mike
Yeah.
Rowe calling upon the army of the dead.
Yeah, it's Mike Rowe's biography called Lord of the Rings:
The Return of the King.
The Return of the King. Yeah,
Because once he like reanimates all of these dead bodies and then overthrows the entire world, because think of how many people are dead versus how many are alive. That's a big shift. Like, we are getting fucked up by the army of the dead, and their leader is Mike Rowe. He is then the king.
I watched the opening like sequence of 28 Weeks Later. Dude, fast zombies are fucking terrifying.
Fast zombies are the fucking worst zombies. Those things are like impossible to. How do you escape? You can't.
Water.
They don't tire. They can just run forever.
Deep water.
well, you get a motorcycle and a good crossbow, and you shoot them down.
Okay, Norman Reedus.
Oh, and you're really greasy, and you have weird facial hair and a very racist brother.
And Kojima's all like, I want you to be in a video game.
Yeah.
But first, you have to do a really bad video game. Anyone ever play the Walking Dead video game, the first one that came out? Not the Telltale one.
I was going to say, the
no.
the
Telltale
Norman
one?
Reedus one.
I do believe that literally nobody did play that fine game.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
It's really bad, actually. Like, it seems like they slapped it together in like 2 hours because they were like, fuck, that show's pretty popular.
People are crazy about these dead folks. They love them, and we got to capitalize on it, even though
literally-
it's a bad show.
It literally played like Big Buck Hunter Walking Dead edition.
All right, well, you
Really?
said bad. Well, you said bad, Tyler. Big Buck Hunter. Yes, please. I
Okay,
can get in
but
on
imagine Big Buck Hunter with a 15-hour campaign.
I think you're speaking my language here, T. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. You get that in an arcade
Actually,
cabinet with
you know
a
what?
No. If they made a home console version of Big Buck Hunter with like the hunts and then the interim is working at your shitty dead end cubicle job.
They did.
So yeah, do you see that little
No.
that light gun I have over
Really?
there? That is Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2011 or something like that, and it's you
It's
put the
for
little
the
sensor on your
PlayStation.
TV, and then it's just like having a light gun arcade thing.
XO buttons are here.
But there's like
controls here.
there's like interims between the hunts where you're at like your shitty corporate desk job.
No.
That would be very good. No, you wouldn't be at a shitty corporate desk job if you were a big game hunter. You'd be like an investment banker, and then
That's
you
true.
travel to Africa for the weekend and kill an endangered rhino.
Okay.
You're
yeah.
not a big game hunter unless you live the big game life, okay? It is a full commitment lifestyle. There is no middle ground on that.
No middle sliders.
No, you gotta.
No, if you're a
dive deep.
if you're a big buck hunter,
Yeah.
you live a big fucking life.
You know what?
And then the son's like, "Oh, Dad, I think I see one." He's like, "No, son, that's a regular size buck."
How dare you disgrace the big buck hunter name?
Dad, it's got a lot of points on its horn. That deer obviously only comes up to my waist. Also, it is very far away, and I have no depth perception.
Yeah. Now, you know how we used to do knife-only matches in Call of Duty?
Yes.
I'd like to do that with Big Buck Hunter.
Big buck hunter PvP. It's basically
You're gonna see a grown man wearing camo
Blaze
and
orange.
the blaze orange vest, and he will be Naruto
Wait.
running through the woods, and then he leaping at a deer with a big knife.
But is PvP
most
Big Buck
dangerous
Hunter
game.
just PUBG?
Yes.
Wow.
It really is.
I think Big Buck Hunter PvP is just
Because
PUBG.
The most powerful gun in the game that you can like regularly find is a Kar 98K, which is basically a hunting rifle. So yes, it is.
Damn.
I think we just who makes PUBG?
PUBG Corporation, Blue Hole.
I'm gonna Big Buck Hunter better sue the shit out of them.
Yeah.
They definitely ripped. Oh wait.
Could you fucking imagine the E3 where fucking Cabela's walks out on stage like, now we usually don't do these electronic expos, but we've got some
It's
real
the Duck Dynasty, guys.
but we've got something real special for you. And then, the lights fade. He steps back with his hand up, as E3 presenters do, and just Big Buck Hunter.
Battle Royale.
Dude. Straight up though, I would be in.
I would play the shit out of that if you played it like this is how it plays.
Like
is
there
that
were-
every kill has to be a hunting accident in air quotes.
The way I was going to go with it is like, there are 5 hunters and 95 deer.
And you also have to find weapons in like deer stands. Otherwise, the bears will maul you.
Yeah, they will get you. Or if it is like if you are playing the hunter v hunter mode, where everything is a hunting accident, just to cover their legal bases, every time you press the fire button, your character goes, "Whoops." You're sitting there, you're tracking this dude in the scope. Whoops. Boom.
No, that's not an automatic. You have to do that you have to quick time event that right after the shot. Like R2 is fire and then L2 is whoops.
Or you immediately lose the game.
Yes. It's got to look like an accident, otherwise you get arrested and that's how you lose.
Whoa, look how realistic this is. You actually have to say whoops when you shoot a person.
And the more money you have, the more unlikely you are to be arrested.
And the more distance of time you have to hit the whoops button.
What do you mean?
So the more money you have, you can
then
shoot.
you
it'll
get
give
more
you like
time.
10 seconds afterwards.
Yeah, instead of having it being like instantly after.
You can Dick Cheney that son of a bitch. You can fire it and then just wait 3 years to say, my bad.
Yeah.
I like this game.
Yeah, me too.
I would also, as a sport that takes place in an arena, think Hunger Games, but think of poachers and people that kill endangered, they travel to Africa in a private jet specifically to murder an endangered rhino.
Yeah.
I would watch the shit out of arena style, put them in the arena with nothing but their bare hands and then a rhino, and you absolutely fucking roid that rhino up.
Yeah, we just go back to the gladiatorial.
Gladiator,
Yeah, but we don't give them anything.
I did read a headline today that was Poacher dies because the elephant he shot landed on top of him.
Good.
That made me happy.
Divine justice.
Sweet justice right there, yeah.
That is very swift. Do you think there was a moment of realization with an elephant laying on top of him? Hell. Hell, I went and goofed it. Yeah, that's my bad.
There's gotta be, right? Because that's, fuck him. I hate the poaching shit.
Yeah, poaching sucks.
It's gonna make me real mad instead of funny mad.
Shapeless media cares about the environment.
Shapeless
Man,
media gets
poaching makes
real
me
mad.
so mad. And then just look at the camera trying to look sexy.
Yeah. But real mad.
70% of the world's carbon emissions are made by the top 300 companies in the world.
We care so much. It's just Crazy that other people don't care.
I have a metal straw that I reuse at establishments so that the sea turtles don't fucking die.
Or we just do it like that video of that dude who thinks he's all hot, where he's like, "You're making me mad, baby."
Y'all are gonna make me go and end racism real quick. Damn, what up?
Oh,
sorry,
shit, you
I didn't-
better not make me go and stop teen smoking.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a camera on me. I guess I just always talk about how much I hate racism.
Hi, I'm Joe Jonas, and that's how we save the world. Bill Nye tried to save the world. It didn't work.
He's not hot enough.
Jonas?
It didn't work with his bad show. So
No, because he's not hot enough. We got to get someone hot to save the world.
Who's the hottest person that's also environmentally knowledgeable enough to save the world? My vote is on Leonardo DiCaprio.
I think it's probably Harry Styles.
Yeah, it's absolutely. Harry Styles has that extra level of like, not just handsome. Harry Styles is gorgeous.
Yeah, he's a beautiful man, and I do think he could save this world.
I think he already has in our hearts.
I think he's saying racism kind of off the earth.
I think if we let
How
him,
about that one, T?
if we give Harry
never
Styles
experienced it, so.
enough time, I think he could like summon or astrally project himself to like push racism off of the planet.
As if it's
Did you just straight astral
thing?
project, you fucking nerd?
Yeah, like,
But yeah, probably.
he puts up like an invisible force field that like pushes racism off of our flat Earth.
Yeah. Just by
Well,
his
you
looks.
can't push anything off of flat Earth. You have to push it up and over.
You have to go over the mountain.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because
Well, that's what
it's
I
like
mean.
a pizza.
Yeah. It's got that good.
It's got that good Papa John's crust on it.
Yeah. Oh,
Stuffed
fuck that.
crust.
Fuck that
Stuffed
crust.
crust. And that's where all the magma
delicious.
comes from.
Are we still allowed to eat Papa John's pizza?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said the bad word and then they got him out. As long as they get that person out.
That was Harry Styles who did that.
Harry Styles single-handedly got Papa John fired.
Harry Styles, the world's hero. Not just America, the world's hero.
He is the world's hero, but I'd like to say that he is American.
Harry Styles, pizza lover's hero.
And that's why this season, Papa John's is releasing Harry Styles' fan favorite, the one topping One Direction pizza.
Yes.
It's just a pizza with sauce on it and mozzarella in the shape of an arrow.
And it's got a hit clip.
And it does have a hit clip with one of his good songs on
But
it.
it's baked into the crust, so you don't know really
Yeah.
know where
You know
it is.
A
who's
lot
like
of people choking on them.
You know who's like currently doing like a save the environment kind of like campaign right
A
now?
lot of them.
Pornhub.
They've been doing
Hell
one for
yeah.
a while.
But like,
Isn't it
How do you
like
know
they
that, sinner?
Isn't it like every
Every view they get of people having sex on like the dirtiest beach in the world, every view they get, they like pay or like have like volunteers like clean up that beach.
okay. That's their newest campaign. One of the older ones is for every view on certain videos, they would plant a tree.
Yeah, now we're gonna clean up beaches for every view that we get.
So you're saying if I want a clean beach, I gotta beat off constantly.
Not necessarily.
That's how we save the earth is we just all masturbate.
Yeah.
We just leave it up to Pornhub
Yeah.
and we just all jerk off. We feel like we did something and they actually do something.
I'm gonna have to push my daily limit. So
Yeah.
I want to save them beaches. Normally like 6.
I was
like
going to say
0.5.
6 is like my cap.
Yeah.
I'm getting older though. So it might be 5.
Is
might go down to
it too
5.
raunchy to bring that topic up into discussion? Is that too raunchy for the show?
Is it funny?
Is it a funny thing or
No, that's what I'm
are you-
talking about,
I
like-
don't want you to be that eager about talking about masturbation.
No, I'm just wondering what the as many times you've actually gone. Is that too vile?
Well, I'm not going to talk about my masturbation stats on this program.
You don't keep
You guys-
stats?
You teed it up and I whiffed. Okay, I admit
It's
that.
my look. It's sort of like fantasy sports. I keep a good spreadsheet of it.
I was gonna say, like, I'm watching my fucking batting average like it's David Ortiz here. Like, I'm getting like, how much fluid do I get to come out? How many times per day?
Yeah, I mean, it's often
How
liters.
many games do I play per season? What are the videos? What are my video stats as well?
Is Shapeless endorsing No Nut November?
No.
No.
We want you to nut as much as humanly possible and watch Pornhub so that they can save the environment.
That's true. That's true.
What other campaigns would we want Pornhub to take care of? Like, what do we want them to handle so we can just masturbate and be like, "Yep, we did it, guys."
Well,
For every video of interracial porn that you watch, doesn't matter any race on any other race, they kill a Nazi.
Or they donate to the ACLU.
I feel like
I don't think they can get away with murder. I don't think they can do that.
Well, you said
I'm not saying I don't
said what
support
we
it.
wished, so I pushed the boundary.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Pornhub can do anything to like try and touch on racism because it's one of the only places in the world that you can select what you want by race. Like I would like black right now. Cambodian women, please.
Okay, you know how like in video games they have like the skin color like selector with like the actual like colors in like a square blotch?
Yeah.
When is Pornhub gonna get that as like on the side, like filter by that?
Exactly how brown do you want this particular fucking to be?
Like how bad would that look as like a brand? Like
real bad.
like you get to like there's like an age slider too.
Oh, because not only do they have to like.
Don't worry, the age slider stops at 18.
Yeah, not only do they have to like sort,
on the back end.
not only do they have to like filter out all the videos by specific skin color, but they also probably would have to make a machine learning program to analyze the video and like sort it for them because of how many videos get posted.
And depending on the color of the asshole, like sometimes it's going to get it wrong. Like it's going to think that like this human being is literally pink.
No one's quite sure what she did, but that shit is spotless.
First she bleached
If you filter
it,
by
then-
like, if you filter by like pink and yellow, you get the SpongeBob parody porn.
Oh, of course. Or the Pikachu one.
yeah. Oh,
That one's awful.
oh boy.
Have you ever seen like just stills from
Nope.
that? I'll show it to you later.
You're gonna
It's-
please don't.
I'm
You're
gonna
see
filter by
blue.
green to get Shrek.
Donkey. You're gonna filter by blue and just get a bunch of
Sonic.
Avatar Navi. Nope. Of course, your brain would go to Sonic the Hedgehog
I thought that's where
porn
you were
tag.
going. I honestly thought that's where you were going.
I too thought the aliens.
What bullshit?
Yes.
Bullshit.
Yes, I know you did, Tyler.
I thought of Sonic's big honking dick.
Oh, it's got the biggest veins.
Oh, that thing is how fucking huge. Sonic Hank's dog. We talk about Sonic way too much.
No, we don't. We talk about Sonic the perfect amount.
I think
Just enough to make it funny, but not enough to make it obsessive.
we talked about Sonic too much years ago when Tay said, "Tori, let's play Sonic."
You know what I said right before this podcast, before Tyler showed up? I said, "Hey, Tori, remember that time we played Sonic Adventure? Let's play the Dart campaign." And you were like, "God, please."
No, but see why you're gonna do this. You're trying to go. Oh, if I bring it up on the show, it's more likely.
Yeah,
if someone
I
comments
actually
that they
walked in
Yeah.
right when Tori was screaming at the top of his lungs how much he loves.
fuck Rouge the Bat. That's
Yes,
what you
that-
said, Tori.
It was that.
That was verbatim what you said.
I will cancel both of you. I promise.
You're just gonna look into the camera and be like, "They touched me."
If it's
See,
the last
what
fucking
you
thing
can
I
do-
do, I will smite you both down and give your bodies to Mike Rowe.
What you can do is pretend that we're not here for the rest of the show, and then when you get the audio from Tyler, mute anytime Tyler and I speak, and then take a still of the set and then like hardline crop it right here and overlay the top of it, so it's just you on the show.
It just hit my brain for a second.
Okay.
Pornhub eliminates oil dependency.
Ooh.
It's just they fill refineries with people like slapping skin. Like people are just beating cheeks all over the refinery.
Yep.
So people can't go to work and like refine
Or-
the crude oil
Yeah.
because there's so many people fucking.
Or for every video that you watch with the tag baby oil or just oil.
Why are you looking up babies on Pornhub,
No,
Tay?
that's okay.
Or
That
why
came
looking
up
up
way
babies
wrong.
on
Came
Pornhub?
up way wrong. Because you know, oily skin.
Canceled.
I knew I fucked up as soon as I said that too, because I saw it in your eyes. You were like, you didn't just say that.
Yeah, there we go.
Do you think they called it baby oil just to shame those of us that don't use it for that? You're buying this to put on your baby, right? And you're like,
Yeah.
you know what? Actually, I
what
don't
do you
want
have,
it anymore.
sensitive
Fuck.
skin, you baby?
Real talk for swim team. Don't worry, this isn't as bad as it sounds. For swim team, for one of our faster meets where we had to like perform well, my coach made this.
Coach wanted me to perform really well, so he got me baby oil and lathered me all up, and then I was so slippery and so fast.
You're
for
actually
Coach.
half right. This
no,
isn't a
I
I
joke.
was so fast.
Hold on.
This isn't a joke. Let me finish.
No,
Let me
I
finish.
have a question about what just happened, which is you said the ones where we are supposed to perform well. What the fuck are you talking about? What swim meets are they like? Don't perform well on this one.
Well,
I need you to blow this game. All right, I bet against us.
when you want-
Well, no, there's two different kinds of meets. There's the dual meet where it's just one team versus one team, and there's like sectionals and like state and everything where there's multiple teams there and everything. And those are the meets where you actually want to perform like way better than you have been. For the rest of the year, you're just kind of doing what you can because you're still training and practicing and stuff. But once you get to the end of the season, those are the big meets.
That's when Coach fucks you.
But anyway,
That's
my
when coach lubricates me.
yeah, my coach made this mixture and had
God,
and had for years. If you let me fucking finish, it was baby oil with icy hot in it. And
Ouch.
yeah, it was weird. And then we would also shave our bodies the day before.
Did he do that for you?
No.
Oh, that's fucking hot now.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh,
So right before our races, and like every team did this. This wasn't just us. Like this wasn't just my team. Like there was a designated oil up area where coaches had these bottles and would just spray the swimmers down. The swimmers would have to rub it all over themselves and then basically stand up on the block with their arms out like this. They didn't get it on their suits. And then, you would stop.
No.
It's gross.
What?
Well, when you're talking about your hot fucking coach dunking you in her special sauce,
Oh God, sorry.
getting you hot, cold, and slippery, like what the fuck?
Yeah, it was weird now that I think about it. That's super bizarre.
Yeah. And then after we'd get a celebratory tuggy.
Kiss. Then we'd all kiss in the showers, and Coach would wash the chlorine off of
And
us.
everyone would suck Tony's toes.
He had such delicious toes, especially when they were so lubricated.
Oh, those webbed feet you got help you swim so fast. Everyone loves when we bring up the Tony character.
Everyone
and
loves
his
that
good
toes. Everyone loves that Tony bit.
It's mother, you have to hear it.
Okay.
They're talking about a boy. He's got webbed feet like a fish, and he swims very good.
back Tony, one of my favorite recurring characters.
Mum, they've brought back Tony. Oh, goodness me. This is a great smacking episode.
This episode is deluxe, Mom.
Tyler made a underage porn reference. Oh, mother, it's so funny.
Mother, it's so topical and edgy.
Mother, what would Pornhub donate to? It's such a good question.
Tyler did some audio shenanigans and made it sound like Taylor's a fascist. Oh, mother, it's so funny.
That actually wasn't an audio goof.
It was
That-
absolutely an audio.
It was
goof.
actually
No.
Tay's true beliefs.
Nope.
Tay loves that a protester was shot at point blank.
Oh my God, no. That's
Tay loves it.
horrifying. No.
You know how you can like cheat in other sports, like baseball? You put like Vaseline on your hat, so you get like a slipperier grip on the ball or whatever. And like football, you can like deflate or inflate the balls. How do you cheat at swimming?
Blood thinning.
Asked and answered. Moving on. No.
If you
Do you
want,
just dump like baby oil in the pool so like you slick through the
no, because
surface
the
really fast?
pool lanes aren't like the pool lanes are just on the surface. You would speed everybody up.
This
then.
is how we get rid of crude oil, is that we put oil in the pool and it like separates the layers, and then everyone, I don't know how this works,
Yeah,
but
I
for
was
some
gonna
reason
say.
when they hit the oil at the top layer, it slicks them up and then they move faster.
Doesn't the oil go to the bottom though?
No, oil floats.
I
Okay.
think oil is at the top. So I think if you just put
That's
it
why
in
when
one
you
lane,
see oil spills on like the ocean and everything, it's like the black layers on top.
Well, I believe you.
actually there's never been
Do you want the
Oil
real
pollution in the
real
ocean.
answer on how you cheat at swimming?
how do you? I'm genuinely curious how you would possibly cheat at swimming.
Drug the others.
Webbed feet.
It depends on how much of a technicality you want to call it, but there are suit restrictions. Like there are certain suits you can't wear. Like, do you remember the whole fiasco at the 2004 Olympics?
Yeah, Michael Phelps smoked weed.
No, not that one. The one where they had NASA design the American swimsuits, and they deemed them illegal because they forced people in too much of an aerodynamic shape, so they were banned from every other Olympics.
Damn, NASA made too good a swimsuit?
Yeah.
Shit.
That's not a joke.
Shit,
That's real.
I want NASA to design like pants, like really comfortable aerodynamic pants, so like we can all Naruto run really fucking fast.
What else can you do to cheat in swimming? There's like little like.
I mean,
Can your swimsuit be too sexy so it's distracting
Yes.
to the other swimmers,
Yes.
and that could be cheating?
Yes, there are regulated swimsuits. Like you can
So
either
you,
wear.
so you can't be slapping cheeks in the water.
okay,
Yeah,
so
no.
let's just say this. I put on Speedo because the race is happening and I'm going to win. And let's just, like, for an example, my cock is huge. And
I was going to say your skin is so
it's
white and
so
pale.
big that I know how to use it as a paddle to gain extra speed.
Oh, it's like the thing.
It's
under
like
the
a
boat.
rudder.
Yeah.
It's like a rudder.
It just helps you steer.
It helps me stabilize my path. Yes.
I mean, that's an advantage, but I don't know if it's necessarily cheating. You were just gifted.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like webbed feet.
I've heard that. Yeah.
I was going to say you're so like pale that as soon as you hit the water, you glimmer.
Oh, I'm glad you. I
you
did hear it the
blind.
first time, but I'm glad we didn't let that one go.
Yes.
Because it was very good.
I want to assure you that you are very pale and you would glimmer. And you know how like the sun reflects off the water and it's super bright? It would be like that.
A lot of cheating in swimming comes from just stories of people cheating before the rules were implemented. Like there was a guy way back in the day that would win backstroke events because he just never surfaced and like actually did the strokes because there was no rules against that. So he was just underwater the whole way, and his underwater speed was faster than like actually being on the surface. So they were like, "Now we got to stop that."
Your underwater speed is faster than resurfacing.
Yep.
This guy's too fast. He can't swim anymore.
Again, it's just like Michael Phelps.
Yeah.
He was so fast that they tried to get him
He
to
was
smoke.
so good
weed.
at smoking weed.
Then
He was
there's-
so good at smoking.
Then there's
weed.
just different like
That dude could hit it for
disqualifications
days.
for like stroke limitations. Like if you're doing breaststroke, you can't do any other kick than the frog one. If you do any other kick at any point, you get disqualified from the event. So like there have been people who have kind of like snuck different kicks in at certain points of the stroke, and that's cheating. But if the ref doesn't see you, it doesn't count.
I'm sorry, is there a swim referee?
Yeah, there is.
Is there someone like walking along the pool, like
Yes.
fucking analyzing, like
Yes, absolutely.
whistle blowing, like throwing flags at people?
Okay,
No.
not flags.
What they do is they put someone in like a fish net as like a penalty, like a 10-second fish net. And then they release you, and then you get to keep swimming.
Or like a crab cage.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
when you go crab, you got to catch them in there, and then they get pulled up to the boat and ate.
So it's like the Mario Kart like turtle that like drags you out, and like a crab cage like puts you on the side of the pool for a couple seconds and then lets you go.
I did that once, actually. I didn't know that the event I was swimming was a 200, which is 8 lengths of the pool. I thought it was 4 lengths. So after 4 lengths, I finished, and then
Oh, it's because my coach lathered me up
my
with so much
God. I
oil.
couldn't
I
help it.
finished.
after
I was
4 lengths
so
of the
well
pool,
lubricated.
I touched the wall to finish the race. And then I sat up on the edge, and I was like, "Man, that was a good time." And I look over at my team, and they're all like, "Get back in!" And I had to finish the race, and I still won.
I looked over at my coach, and she flipped her hair and bit her
No.
finger a little bit, like, ooh.
No.
And then she like showed me the oil bucket. Like this is
She was-
what awaits you if you win.
She was
Man, I
moving
should have
in
never
slow-mo.
fucking
She
told you
poured
guys
it all over herself.
like a paint mixer stick, and then just like pulling it up and just like
Yeah, no,
Yep,
like one of those
definitely shouldn't have told
honey
you guys
things.
this at
Yeah,
all.
Which I don't believe exists in
They
real.
do.
They
I
do.
saw one in real life, and they're so not useful.
Yeah, no,
at
they're
all.
Did you see-
impractical as fuck.
Was your first thought, that's the Honey Nut Cheerio thing?
Yeah, it was like, oh,
Oh, shit, who they made those real now?
I have the magic bee wand where I can turn anything into honey.
Whoa, that would
Yeah.
be a good power.
It's super impractical. Like
It's
you try
it's
scooping
like the
honey with
Midas
that?
touch, but what's the bee's name? Isn't it Isn't Bert?
Bucky.
It's sure.
Buzz? Buzz.
Buck Bumble.
Buzz's,
It's
Buzz's,
Buck Bumble.
Buzz's touch.
Be detective.
So, folks, I've had this one on my list pretty much since the beginning, and we have never tackled it. And frankly, I do want to delete it off here, so I'm ready to tackle it. It's an old bar thing, the old thing you talk about while you're having a few drinks here. If you had to lose one of your 5 senses, but keep the rest at peak perfection for the rest of it, what one would it be? And why?
Smell, because anytime I smell something good, it's usually when I'm about to taste it. So I'm just going to taste it anyway.
But aren't those two intrinsically tied?
But you said one. You
Shit.
said one.
I'm just saying, but like, what if you can't taste it no more?
You said one.
You did say
Then-
taste would be at peak performance.
Yeah, you literally
Fuck.
just said they would all the
that's
other
true.
ones would be
That's
at peak
true.
performance.
I fucked myself on this one.
Because when I smell something foul, I'm not gonna be like, I hate that, and I wish it would, not be in my body. But when I smell something really good, I'm like, oh shit, it's snack time.
What are the
That's true.
5 It's hearing, seeing,
Smelling.
smelling, tasting, touching. I think I'd want to lose my sense of touch
Bullshit.
because then
You would never feel the caress of a woman.
no one could ever hurt me again.
Yeah. I mean, they'd find other ways. You still have emotion.
Yeah, and you can still fucking die.
No.
You actually can't.
If you can't feel the pain, you actually can't die.
Holy shit! I'd be so fucking good at Fear Factor with Joe Rogan.
Think about Superman.
Was
He
that
doesn't
with
feel-
Joe Rogan?
Yes,
Yep.
it was.
Yeah.
Really? Huh.
Maybe
I did not know that.
Maybe I'd actually go blind just to kind of like, just for shits and gigs.
just
I
to
guess.
flex on people. What
Hey,
the
guys.
fuck are you
Hey,
talking
guys.
about?
How funny would this be? I can't see now.
Yeah, you get like really sick glasses or something. I don't know what blind people do. Actually, Daredevil's blind.
Here's the thing. You'd have no idea if they were sick.
Daredevil.
I could be like, look at these dope glasses, dude. You gotta put these on, and
Daredevil
they're
is
transition
blind,
lenses.
and he's really good at martial arts. Fuck, transition lenses would be so bad for a blind person.
Yep.
It would make no fucking sense.
Oh, that's bad.
Honestly,
but then you could get a dope seeing eye dog.
That is true.
but you'd never get to see how cute they are.
That is also true.
I never thought about how sad that relationship is.
So Tori, we've both answered. What's yours? What sense would you like to purge from your body? Or if you didn't have a choice, which one would you choose if they gave you a choice of one and you couldn't choose to say no?
Are you?
Did you want to continue that sentence any longer?
This is why we cut you
fucking
off.
Christ.
I know, but I fucked up in the middle of the sentence.
This
so
is
like,
why we
I
cut
gotta
you off.
correct.
Tori, go on.
I kind of like.
Oh, Jesus, Tay, you don't have to go on about how you fucked up the sentence. Okay, I think I'm of two minds about this, but I do think taste.
Okay.
Because as much as like I love eating the foods that I love, I could eat way better if I didn't give a shit what it tastes like because I
That's
couldn't taste it
true.
anyway. I could just be,
Oh,
let me
so
have,
you get like ripped.
I'm having
Yeah.
some kale. That's how you get ripped is you eat good.
I mean, like, so,
Honestly.
like, you could always eat good, and then you just go to the gym a lot, get, like, super fucking ripped, and you don't have to taste, like, shitty protein shakes?
Yeah, so like shitty protein shakes. I'm drinking those good green smoothies that people seem to think are healthy. I'm eating a lot of kale and
Now, a lot of the reasons I don't like those kind of superfood things or whatever is the texture. The taste isn't necessarily that bad.
Oh,
so
fuck,
if you lose,
yeah.
is that
Damn it.
Is that touch or is that taste?
that's touch. I think.
Oh,
I think
yeah, that is
texture
touch.
touch.
But,
Because I'm very sensitive to textures. Like a lot of the foods I don't like, a big factor is the textures because I have a very like hair trigger gag reflex.
here's what I'm
really?
thinking, is that, is that, like, texture is, like, a very narrow band, whereas taste is, the entire
Yeah.
wide band. So,
So
you
you
can
get-
find healthy things that don't have a weird
That's
texture.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just tailor it and everything, right? So
Yeah.
you can get like a protein shake, and if there's a couple of chunks in there, you're like, nope, gotta shake it a little bit more.
What about your other mind? You said you're of two minds. What is the other mind?
The other thing is like,
Megamind?
yeah, what if I can't? Like, I want to be able to taste the foods I really, really like again, though. What if I want a good juicy pork chop in my mouth? You know what I mean?
Well, I thought when you said you're of two minds, you had another answer.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess the other one would No, probably not hearing.
Yeah, because music is great.
Shit, they all suck.
Yeah, all
Fuck
of the
'em
senses
all.
suck. I just lose all of them.
Yeah,
Helen Keller.
I don't want any of them.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just sit and screech for the rest of my short existence.
Is that a mood? Is that what the kids call a mood?
Baseless claim.
Yeah.
A weird conspiracy I heard the other day. Someone told me that they didn't believe that Helen Keller was real.
I don't believe it. I've never
seen.
seen enough evidence to prove that to be true.
I heard
You just
that.
you just think she's like a Paul Bunyan-esque character?
I heard that and I was like, fuck, that is a conspiracy theory I can absolutely fucking get behind.
Yeah.
Because let's be
There's
real.
pictures of her.
That could be a picture of anyone.
That could just be some. Helen
That
Keller.
could be any like fucking 18th century woman.
Oh, okay. It's a woman.
You just think this is an elaborate 4chan thing? Where like, yo guys, let's make up this woman.
Think about it. It's a blind deaf woman who is also like a super genius. That's something that's a fucking character that we would come up with.
Yeah. Like,
Guys, how fucking funny is this, right?
There is no way that she like wrote this book and had vivid details and emotions about her life that she could communicate. Cause it's like, I don't think so. You probably knew like food, water, and like sleep. And that's it. Like, she was pretty late in life. Like she had never, here's the thing. She never understood what words even were. Because she couldn't fucking hear or read at all. She had no concept of anything. How do you just completely educate someone via this? How do you explain like, oh, what's that? That's a fish. What's a fish? Fuck.
In the water? What's water?
That's
What's
the whole-
water? Yeah, I have no fucking clue.
That's the whole point of The Miracle Worker, the play where you get to learn how Helen Keller like learned these things.
Conspiracy.
She could absolutely read, couldn't she?
No, it wasn't a reading thing. What happened was, do you know the story of how she learned how to like actually do sign language?
I'm not interested in the actual story. I'm interested in
I need to introduce you to something called
comedy.
Our casual conversational comedy podcast. Not look at the fun facts I know about Helen Keller.
So
I just
there's
wanna
no
make sure-
fucking way. There's no fucking like I love to like I've thought about it before. Like, okay, yeah, no way she was that smart. Like someone else wrote that book and they were just like, this would be a really good look if Helen wrote this.
Because obviously, like her angry parents would be like, no, we need someone to educate our daughter. We won't let her be held back. And you know they brought in like 5 of the best educators. They all looked at her and were like, don't think we're gonna be able to do much with this dog.
Yeah, that dog don't hunt.
I am sorry, fam, but I can't help you out with this one.
She had no idea what books were. She had no idea what language was. She had no concept of anything.
Because think about when you're a kid. It's like you're like, can. Mom, what's a can? And then she points and goes, that's a can.
And she couldn't even fucking hear anything.
What's a boom? Oh, like boom. She couldn't hear it. She doesn't know what the fuck that is.
Fuck, she'd be so dangerous in a sandstorm or like a fucking like lightning storm. No fear.
I know.
She can't hear the thunder. She can't see the lightning. Fuck, she's going for gold.
She could be surrounded by like hungry lions and just have no emotion, and everyone's like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Is she the best or the worst? No one's quite sure.
God, that's the bravest human being ever. I've always thought, yeah, bullshit that she wrote this book and had like intelligent opinions about things. But I do really love now the next step of that is she actually wasn't real. Like that was a lie. Like we've all been told this pointless lie.
God, I know this is baseless claims, but I really want to look into that and like see all of the evidence that stacks up that she was a real person.
I'd reckon there's a YouTube hole you could probably go down.
I'd fucking love to investigate whether Helen Keller was real or not, but honestly, I'm just gonna keep my answer as no, wasn't even real. Like, is a fake human being that was manufactured.
Hold on, I'm just doing a quick Google search on is Helen Keller real?
What
Is
do we
Helen
got?
Keller still alive? Gonna say no on that one, dog.
No, there's a lot of people saying myths about her life, maybe, but they're not quite playing the same game we're playing.
Look at Pettit.
No. That seems like a lot of reading, and I'm not a big dork. I don't read, you know?
I don't either.
Is there an Audible of it? The Helen Keller conspiracy.
As read by Helen Keller.
Uh-huh. It's a complete mess.
Well, yeah, she couldn't edit. She couldn't hear it.
Yeah. They also made her edit it. Well, actually, she was being very headstrong about it. It was like, I'm going to edit it. It didn't sound like that, of course.
No, it did not sound like that.
No.
I saw your gears turning
was
like, should I
pointless
commit?
jump.
Should I commit?
Yeah,
Nope, gonna back out of that one.
Yeah, I know this. I know that we're like putting one foot on the over the line, going like, look, I think this is kind of a fun spot to be in for a little while.
Oh my God.
Holy fuck. Helen Keller
Was fucking hot.
No. Apparently, Helen Keller
Jesus.
died in 1968. Pretty convenient that none of us were alive at that time. Oddly
alive today.
convenient, Helen.
God, that is such.
If you were real.
That is such a boomer mindset. Like, well, I didn't personally experience it, so it's not real.
It's like that Nate Bargatze joke where he's just like, I just choose not. I don't know anything about science, so I just don't believe in science.
Helen Keller went to a school for the blind, and you gotta believe that all the other students there hated her.
Yeah, they showed up and just like, oh, okay, we'll go sit over there, honey. She's deaf too.
And they're like, why the fuck is she like taking up a seat in class? Like, how do they teach?
Yeah, chain her back down in the basement. She doesn't know.
Oh my God.
Fuck.
I was gonna say I loved the tone you took there at the beginning of that
Yeah.
joke, because just the the presentation of that scene where the teacher's just like, oh yeah, go sit down over there, and her handler's like, oh she's also deaf, and the teacher just going,
This is gonna be a tricky one.
all right.
And then the teacher goes, then why did you whisper it?
Actually, it says Helen Keller was a radical socialist. So maybe I'm down with Helen now.
Oh my God.
What
We just watched
Welcome to our new podcast, Down with Helen.
we just watched Tyler's whole character arc in one podcast.
Can you imagine like the like hand gestures that she was like handing out? That if she was a radical socialist, she's just like kill the capitalist pigs with like that. And she's actually a beautiful illustrator and is like illustrating like her like blowing up a bank or something. Like,
Well, I think we should blow up this podcast.
That's a bit more of a violent end than you usually have.
I mean, blow it up in terms of numbers, folks. I'm looking to get at least 6 plays this time. That would be so rad.
and don't forget to buy our butt pills.
And don't forget to buy Thick Life and join the Thick Life family.
Let's get 2 dislikes on this video, fam.
What?
What? I don't know. Anyway, thank you for listening or watching Baseless Claims, our casual conversational comedy podcast. You can find us all over the place on the internet. We like to check our Twitters, so go ahead and check us there. Those are in the description. All 3 of our personal Twitters. Then
I'm serious about that Yelp thing. I think I'm gonna get us going on Yelp.
yeah. Go ahead and leave us a rating and a review on all places that you can do that, because it really boosts the show up, helps us get into curated playlists, and helps get us around. Like the floozies we are.
Yeah.
And if you want to show us to a friend but don't want to show them a whole 1-hour podcast, on the aforementioned Twitters, we do little clips of the show of like a how did they get there kind of a thing, and it's really funny.
our best of.
Yeah, I love all of those that you put together.
They're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Thanks.
Next time is spooky time.